CS Treasury meant.
Yes.
Under the government policy, the amount that we are supposed to give per student in senior school is 22,244. But because of budgetary constraints, we've not been able to meet that target. So we were saying what the current amount that was budgeted for is in the year 24-25. Okay? Are we together up to that point? And so based on the amount that was budgeted for, when that amount is released and distributed among the number of students that we have, it comes down to 16,900. It does not mean that we have moved from the 22,244 to the 16,900. It just means we have not been able to reach the 22,244 per student because of financial limitations. But between the Ministry of Education and Treasury, we are working very hard to see that we reach that target, even before we start thinking about how to raise the figure. So because of the constraints, that's why we've not been meeting the 22,000. It's not like we are reducing. The policies, we are at 22,244. But the resources that come, when you divide, Babu, you divide that amount with the number of students you have. And the number of students has been going up every year. Yeah? But the figure has not been moving up to match that number. But we are doing everything possible to make sure that we are able to come as close as possible to that number and possibly hit that target. So I want you to let the Kenyans know the correct position. And once you understand it, please put it correctly so that we know, people understand what it is. What they did yesterday, they made it look like we have passed a policy of reducing the amount from 22,244 to 16,000, which is not the case. Are we together? Have you understood? Yes. Do you want me to repeat? You've understood that we are still at 22,200. But when the funds come, because of the limitation, you divide that amount and it comes down, and you were saying the last year it was at 16,900. This year it's probably going to be slightly higher. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the government has not changed the policy of financing free education. I saw some other people saying we are killing the dream. We are not, because we are actually having many more students coming through our institutions than before. So we've not killed the dream. We've actually advanced the dream, and we are working very hard to do that. We do not sleep. We are working. That's why we are thinking about how best can we work to raise more resources, improve our economy, expand our economy, so that we have many more people working, figures become more, so that we can meet that target. Yeah? This country is one of the countries that has gone beyond the amount of money that is being given to the education sector beyond the UNESCO recommendation. The UNESCO recommendation is 20% of the budget, but we are 29%. We are 9% above the international required standard. So how can you say that we are killing the dream? And you guys, please write the thing nicely. And if you do not get the point, let us know. We'll respond and explain it. That is the position. We will not change anything. He was just saying, this is the figure that I gave because I didn't have the money to give 22,000. Tumeelewana mpaka hapo? Sure. In fact, for primary school, the 1,540, they meet 1,540. They've never gone below that. The 15,000 for junior school, they meet almost. It's only in secondary school that it comes down a little bit. So to argue that we are not doing what we are supposed to do is the wrong argument. Please help us pass the message. Sure. Crispin, the correct message.
Sure. And then many parents were really worried across the country. What's the future of basic education in the country?
The future of basic education in the country is going to be the best. We've already moved to the competency-based education, program that the first cohort is going to grade 10 next year. It is a guarantee, it's a requirement in the constitution that the government funds the basic education in the country. We are not moving away from that. What we are doing is acknowledging the challenges that we have, and in that acknowledgement, it gives us an opportunity to have conversations on how do we handle that situation. Part of the conversations would be, we have a lot of funds that go into various or that are given by various institutions in terms of bursaries, in terms of other support. How do we manage this from a central place so that it can be more optimally utilized to meet many more students? So it is a conversation that we have to have because of the challenge we are facing. We are not deviating from our constitutional mandate of ensuring that Kenyans under the basic education are supported and are paid for by the government. And we are ready. Yeah, we are going to do it. Believe me or not.